Well, hey everyone, how's it going? Good morning. Today is Friday, April the 18th, and I have only two items going out today. It's sort of another slow week for me, but I haven't had a day where I haven't made a sale, so knock on wood, I hope that continues and that the weekend picks up. The two items going out, one I'm very happy with. It's above my average sales price. So I am happy with that. I had one eBay and one Poshmark sale. So I'm going to show you what's going out. And yeah, this might be a short video, but sometimes I think short videos are okay. Get your stuff done. A lot of people listen to videos when they're driving, not that you watch it, but you just listen to it. Or when you have just a few minutes. And so, yeah, sometimes short videos are a-okay. This is going to go out in a 12 by 15 poly right here. And I am going to wrap it. This is a repeated customer. I do like that eBay lets you know that it's a repeated customer. So I got these. This is a pair of Levi's wedgie straight denim jeans, women's 32 blue button fly cropped Big E reboots. So I got these in the Goodwill the Goodwill bins in Kansas City when I went with my sister. My cost of goods was 92 cents. That was November 1st through the 3rd of last year. When I was doing my haul, even I was like, wait a second, these have a big E on them. I did not realize that Levi's kind of did like a big E reboot. So in my searching for them, I realized that, and yeah, I was super happy. The wedgie jeans are a popular Levi's jean for women. It kind of has a vintage appearance. They're just in great condition. There was a lot of resellers here's the button. Lot of resellers in the bins that day, and I really can't believe that I just stumbled across these, but super cute. I love these jeans. I was like, man, I wish I could fit in them. I was going to show you the E. So see how the E is a big E. Usually when you find a big E pair of Levi's, they are vintage and you have something exciting in your hands. I have a pair of my mom's vintage like 70s Levi's, and I swear one day I'm going to fit in them. So I'm not too far off actually from where my mom was when she was in them, but all right. So eBay did let me know this is a repeat buyer. So this girl, I don't know if you are a subscriber, I just want to tell you thank you. I believe your name is Heather. I'm not going to say your last name or anything. But I just want to thank you if you are a subscriber. And if not, then I have a loyal customer. I think this is her third time to buy from me. She has bought a bundle before, and it was a very pleasant surprise. I sold these. I had brought the price down once because I knew that Levi wedgie jeans are a little bit popular, and the comps were looking good on them. So I did post them high initially. I think like $32 or something, but I have brought them down. It sold for $25.20. So I believe I sent her like a percentage off. And my net profit on these is $21.63. So to some people, that is their bread and butter, but to me, my bread and butter usually runs $8 to $15, and that's a lot of what you see will go out with me. I definitely am working on increasing that. It's just, it takes a lot of intention and a lot of time, which with my full-time job, I just haven't had. I'm going to be honest. And some people will say, well, you have 7 days off in a row. And yes, I do. But sometimes that's not enough, let me tell you. Today, I came off of my full-time job at 8 a.m. And of course, I feel like, it's like Friday night when you leave work, for those of you that work Monday through Friday, that feeling of freedom, I feel that right now. And so that's where I'm at. So since she is a repeated customer, I just kind of made it cute. I did put a little thank you for your repeated business, because it really does mean a lot. Like, she spent quite a bit in my store, and I just super appreciate her. So I want her to know that. And when I go to like a thrift store, if I find like really cheap items, or even the pallet place on Dollar Day is a good time to pick up things that, like, maybe your repeated customers, if someone buys a big bundle from you, even maybe it's their first time, but they buy a big bundle and they spend a lot in your closet. I like to throw in something extra. It's not needed. It is not necessary that you do that. So if you're starting out, don't compare yourself to other resellers that have been doing this, that have clientele, to other YouTubers that have, 100,000 followers. There's no way you can compare yourself to them. I've had to teach myself that. My growth level is different than theirs. I'm working a full-time job and doing this part-time and trying to maintain a household and be a mom and do all the things. So don't ever compare yourself, no matter if you're a man or a woman. Don't ever compare yourself to other resellers. You have to work at your level and and hustle and do your own thing. And that even goes for isn't that so cute? I love sunflowers. What was I gonna say? That even goes for something. I don't know. It's my perimenopause brain. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, something I did last night. I love thrifting. I love Marketplace. I hardly ever find good things on Marketplace. Like, if it's something I'm like, I want that, it's always gone. And yesterday I was just happened to be scrolling, and I have had my eye on this Ashley swivel rocker chair that I believe is still at Ashley. But when we bought this house a year ago, which that seems crazy, it's almost been a year, one more month and it'll be a year. But we actually looked at this chair to put in our master bedroom, to kind of make an extra little seating area over to the side. That way, if like I want to watch something else, or my husband wants to watch something else, it would just be like a good little reading nook, or a good, extra TV. Like if we have kids here and they want to watch something, they can go sit and watch TV. Anyway, so this chair new is over $600. And I think on Amazon, they have it for like $400 or something. So I've been watching, but it's like, you never, those type of things, you just like, I don't know why. It's hard to like spend that full money. I don't know why it is for me. Now, when we moved in here, I bought a new table. We bought new living room furniture. We bought a new table because we lived in a lake house, and that person was getting it for a vacation home. So they actually requested to keep our furniture. So we had to buy new stuff. So anyway, it's just, we hadn't bought that yet. And we've been talking this year, like we need to get that little extra nook fixed up. And so I just happened to be on Marketplace yesterday, and I saw that exact chair. She didn't post it as an Ashley, but I knew it was. And so I responded, and she had posted like hardly 7. And they are getting up in age, and it's hard for them to get out of it. And so they they bought it new, but then they realized it wasn't for them. And so it's just kind of set in their house. And so she posted it for $175 and I jumped on it. And my mother-in-law went with me to help me load it because my husband was working. But then I got home and I was like, I can unload this by myself. I don't know why I thought that, because I clearly could not. And although I did, I'm a pretty strong-willed person, but I sliced open my knuckle. You can see it's got glue on it. I sliced open my knuckle, and this happened about 30 minutes before I had to start my full-time job. And so it was a night, let me tell you. So I bled through 2 bandages and just wrapped it as tight as I could so I could go do a visit. And then when my husband got home from work, him and I glued it because I had a Steri-Strip actually, but it's just in a way that I couldn't Steri-Strip it closed, but we ended up gluing it, and I've had it covered, but you can see the purple glue on it. So anyway, last night it just throbbed all night, and so I'm just telling you this to tell you I got the chair that I have wanted. So don't ever give up. If you've got your eye on a piece of furniture, it will come around. It will come around. And I think we always tell ourselves, like, I want this now. But I'm so glad I waited because I got it for $175 and it looks brand new. I'm so excited. So that was my like thrifting find yesterday for myself. So it's kind of fun to find those items for ourselves. You know what I mean? But okay, so the Poshmark sale, I've had this item for a while. I got it September, and trying to get to my title. This was so cute. I was like, man, should I keep this? But it is going to go out in this number 7 priority box. You saw me ship out in this yesterday. If it's glass and it can fit in this and it's a Poshmark sale, I'm going to use this box. I love this box. It is the large shipping box. It's not a flat rate. It's just large shipping box. And then it's the number 7 also, which they used to put it somewhere, but oh yeah, box 7 right here. So anyway, you can order these off of USPS.com. That's what I do. My postal service, they actually carry them a lot. So if I run out, I'll go grab a couple of them when I'm in there. But yeah, I recently had to put in a large shipping order. But this is a vintage ceramic pottery planter, elephant glazed, and then I put the measurements in the title. It's a 6 1/4 by 5 by 3, and it's just a very cute little vintage ceramic planter. It's not too big. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? It does have some crazing. I was very honest, which truthfully you can probably see the crazing. A lot of old pottery has crazing. I feel like it adds to the charm. A lot of people feel that way, but whenever you post vintage items, or even if they're not vintage and they have crazing, which crazing is like cracks under the glaze. It might be hard for you to see, but that is what that is. Don't ever forget to put that in your listing. I've had one person, they asked for a refund because I forgot to put crazing. It's been a long time ago, but I forgot to put crazing, and it was more crazing than they wanted. And crazing is hard to tell in the pictures unless you can get it your angle just right. But really, the elephant, you can see the crazing in the elephant, and that's the only place you can see it. So it's very cute. So I posted it for $17. I got an offer of $10 on Poshmark, and I just was like, I just felt like that was a little bit too low for me, because that would have made my net profit only $705. Now, my cost of goods on this, I bought this last year in September. I got it at the Goodwill, and I paid $4.67 for it. Yeah, September the 17th. And, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I claimed that last year. So I'm not going to claim it again. It's already, at this point, I'm just making my money back. And, but I'm really happy with that. I counter offered $13 and she accepted. So, that made me really happy that I had another Poshmark sale. And yeah, I don't know what else I can do on Poshmark. I have a virtual assistant. I've talked to you guys about my Poshmark. Part of it is I just feel so much more like confident with eBay because I have sold on eBay so long. And so I just know what to expect. I don't have to go in there. You know, to stay on eBay's algorithm, you literally have to post. Just list some items. Now, that's probably not all you have to do, but seriously, and Poshmark is so high maintenance. It's like, really, I've got to share 500 things, and I don't know. It just gets on my nerves, and it really shouldn't. It is what it is, but it drives me absolutely bonkers. I don't know about anyone else, but anyway, I made a sale. So, and this hadn't sold on eBay, so I can't complain. But what I did, I showed you yesterday, I stuffed newspaper down there, and then I have a shredder. I said yesterday, if you do not have a shredder and you are a glass shipper, a glass reseller, I would get myself a shredder. People give away their old magazines all the time. And that is all I do is I shred. This is an entire container of shred. And then I'm just gonna fit this down in here. And then what I'm gonna do is I am going to shred another container right on the top. I will not tape this, so don't worry. Just bear with me. I am gonna get another container of shredding right on the top, and then I'm gonna ship it out. So I'm gonna box it up and ship it out. But it is, I think it's gonna be super secure in there. I don't have to worry about the 5 pound, being over 5 pounds. And I remember to schedule a USPS pickup. So anyway, for only 2 sales, I was a little windy today, and I'm kind of in a better place today. I think I announced yesterday, I put in my resignation for my full-time job, and I don't know what that means for me. I just know I have been in healthcare since 2002, and which to some people doesn't sound like a lot probably, but the jobs I've had have been hard. I've worked at EMS. I was a paramedic. So I went from one end of healthcare and then I ventured to the other end where it's hospice care. So, those are both EMS and hospice, the career I started with and the career I'm going to end with probably. They are just hard on your body. They are hard. You are up in the night. You have to be on call. It's hard physically. You know, even with hospice, sometimes I'm the only one. So if that patient needs repositioned in the bed, you got to figure out a way on your own to reposition someone, or, you know, just to do what you need to do. And so it is wear and tear on the body. So, you know, 20 years of that, hospice and EMS, they're both one of the highest healthcare jobs with the fastest burnout. EMS used to be like 5 to 7 years burnout, and I think I made it around 11 before I transitioned to a registered nurse. So anyway, and here I am. I've been in hospice since 2016, and I'm burnt out. And a lot of it is, I think it's just, I've had to work nights for so long, and I'm 46 years old. I'm not young, and my body's finally telling me, like, you've got to stop this nonsense. And so I had my last few rotations have been getting pretty hard on me. Just one night of being up all night just takes me out for like 48 hours. It's ridiculous. But then to have to still work when you're exhausted and your body's not caught up, it's really just taking its toll. So I'm in a better place emotionally with my decision today. It's just scary on what does my future hold? Do I need to just go for it and do this full time? And I mean, there's gonna have to be some really big changes in my reselling business to financially be able to do that. And I really wasn't ready to do that because I've been using this money to help pay off bills. So I'm not sure what the future holds for me. It'll be interesting to see. I am thinking of maybe picking up a part-time or a PRN hospice job where I can just go see patients during the day. And then, you know, that will allow me more time to do this and to figure out something else. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but thanks for sticking around. I will let you guys know whenever I figure it out. So yeah, so that's on my mind today. But anyway, have a blessed Friday. Thanks for sticking with me, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow.